And how did that impact his bid to become a Republican senator elected to Illinois?
He got knocked off the ballot because of it.
He did. He had to resign. And who won?
Obama.
Yeah, Barack actually won his first big election because of a sex scandal. And it's amazing that we don't hear more about this. But that's really what happened. And then protecting our kids were the sex offenders, and this is what we had just talked about. And, you know, to go back on this just right quick, because looking at links, and I know we're coming up on the hour here, but you'll notice I did put a video in there, differences between the House and the Senate. Take a look at that, and when you look at, like, the differences in ages or the differences in powers or stuff, don't just give me a list if you get a question. Explain why the differences are there, or explain the difference between debate and unlimited debate, these kinds of things. The Georgia sex offender law. You were banned from living within 1,000 feet of any place where from living, working, or loitering, any place where children gather, basically. And then, if you remember, naked man drinking coffee, what ultimately happened there? Go ahead.
So basically, like, the man was in his own house.
He was in his own house.
But a lady was with her son, and her son saw him in the house with his private area out.
Yeah.
So I think it was taken to court, and they said that he went to jail for that, right?
No, he got arrested, and then they said that they couldn't prove that he wanted to be.
Yeah, make sure that you kind of go through that one. Man was drinking coffee. Woman and 7-year-old son, I think she was walking him to the bus stop. They saw. She called police. Police arrested and charged him. And you know, we're talking about this within the context of sex offenders. I mean, if he were to get busted for this, he has a daughter who was not there at the time. This means that A, you know, he's not going to really have custody, but he's probably going to have very limited visitation rights. Probably end up on that sex offender website. Court took a look at this and they said two things. One, it's really hard to prove that he wanted to be seen, which is what you said. Two, what they said on this was he was never given a warning. You know, you got to give somebody a warning on something like this, even though this seems commonsensical, because sometimes accidents happen. And three, and let me make sure I say this for the 10 o'clock folks, because the other two classes, y'all got this, and we ran out of time in 10 o'clock. The mother and the child were not walking on the sidewalk in front of the house.
They went to the side.
They actually cut through 2 yards. So it wasn't like he was naked in front, he was naked on the side. So he may have had a little bit more of an expectation of privacy there. And of course, when they cut through there, they saw him. I mean, all of these things factored together, so these charges were dropped. But if he gets brought in again on this, oh, they're going to get him, because there's no warning, there's none of that other stuff. It's all been kind of covered. Y'all have any questions about any of these? It's probably going to be about 30-ish multiple choice questions. I think I'm going to have a mix of 5 and 10 point short answer questions. And I'm going to ask you to answer 25 points worth. So there might be 40 points total, and I'm just going to ask you to answer 25. And it goes without saying, but if you answer a 10-pointer, you need to write more than what you'd write on a 5-pointer. So keep that thought in mind.
So you said answer 25 points?
Yes. So there will be 40 points. You can choose to not answer 2 or 3 questions, probably. Yes?
If you answer all the questions?
No, that's going to piss me off. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, but I'll post the stuff. I'll get this posted soon. And yeah, go ahead, stop it.